If I win, you agree not to show up at Marie's tomorrow night.
Sorry, Clyde.
Diane? Diane?
Diane!
I'm gonna kill you.
There's nothing much, Corporal. Just a little misunderstanding.
Some misunderstanding. That colored tried to blow the man's lights out.
It's under control. I can handle it.
No.
Why don't you take Diane back to the office till she settles down?
Yeah, all right.
All right, make room, people.
You all right, sir?
I'm sure she didn't mean it, Marshal.
It's a wonder she didn't kill herself with this thing.
What kind of town are you running, Marshal? You let these colored get uppity, they'll murder us all. Best thing for you to do is hang her quick before this spreads.
Why don't you just drink up, old-timer, and move on, all right?
Well, if you ain't got the guts for it, Marshal, there's those that does.
I don't see you drinking. And I certainly don't hear you riding.
All right, I'll go, but...
All right, folks, the show's over. So I'll go back to our own business. You ever seen her that mad? I never have.
No.
Maybe I ought to keep her on my side of the line for a while.
All right. I'll see what I can find out about this man. Name's Craddock. Who might you gentlemen be?
Marshal, Robert Hubbard, Frankfort, Kentucky. This here's Harry Wells.
Ain't we met somewheres before?
Never had the pleasure, sir.
I was hoping you might be able to help me with this, mystery.
As to why that woman attempted to murder me?
It's the only mystery we got.
I do not know, sir.
You intending to press charges against that woman?
I'm willing to forget the incident.
What brings you to these parts?
I have business interests here in town.
All right. If I need to speak with you further, you'll be here for a spell.
As long as you can guarantee my safety.
I think we can accommodate you, gentlemen. Good day.
Find out where they're holding her.
It's mine.
It's a good thing you never taught her how to use it properly.
Diane hates guns. That's what I don't understand. It's crazy.
How's she doing?
Not so good. She just stares at the wall. She won't talk to me.
Do you know the man?
No. He only arrived in town about an hour ago. He's a southern man, but I never seen him before.
Did he threaten her or insult her in any way?
No, he didn't. Not in my sight. Diane, honey, can you talk to us now?
You know, officially, Zach, we got to keep her in custody. But maybe she'll be more comfortable at Marie's, huh?
Thanks, Corporal.
I know you, Hubbard. You're Hold the Hill, Hubbard, Colonel of Frankfort Cavalry. I seen you lead a charge against the Union line on Missionary Ridge in '63, right?
Missionary Ridge. What a day of war that was. Pleasure to meet a fellow patriot, sir.
Pleasure's mine, Colonel.
You remember when we first met? You and your cousin Serena were selling wildflowers on Peachtree Street in Atlanta. You looked so hungry. But even so, I could tell then you were the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen. I do believe I told you that right then, did I not? What I never told you then was that was the instant I first fell in love with you. And I've never stopped. You are my whole life. You always will be.
Diane, can you tell me what happened?
You'll be safe at my house. If you want to speak with her, you can come there.
Thank you.
Zach, what is all this?
Huh? I don't know, Clive. But I intend to find out.
It was a time indeed.
Who are you, sir?
Gentlemen, this here is Colonel Robert Hubbard, Frankfort Cavalry. Colonel, this is Corporal Clive Bennett, Northwestern Mounted Police, and Zachary Denny, owner of this fine establishment.
Are you a native son, sir? I think I detect the sound of home.
Atlanta.
Ah, how the wind has blown us all.
I asked you a question, sir.
I apologize for not completely identifying myself earlier. When Diane shot at me, I was upset.
You know her?
I most certainly do. I used to have the largest plantation in the Cumberland River Basin. I owned many slaves, and Diane was one of them.
How dare you come here?
Why should you interest yourself in this girl's business?
Diane is my wife. Now, I demand you leave this place.
Hold on, Zach. Let's hear what he has to say.
Yeah, Zach, give the Colonel a chance here.
No reason for this animosity. I have come here to do business with her.
You have no business with her.
I most certainly do. I've come here to give her money, a great deal of it.
She doesn't want any of your blood money.
It's far from blood money.
She doesn't want anything from you.
I believe it would be wiser if I had this conversation with Diane herself. I think I prefer to finish this cigar outside. Good day, gentlemen.
Colonel. You don't know anything about this?
No.
And he bred us and trained us and sold us like horses.
I didn't know what slavery was like. I'm sorry, Diane.
I've kept it hidden all this time. All the good years with Zach, they just flew out the window in just one moment. Have you ever hated, Marie? Hated so much with all your heart and soul that it simply just takes over.
She's with the lady doctor. Inside?
That husband of hers could be a problem. If he interferes, get rid of him.
There's not enough money in the world to pay for what that man's done to me.
I knew you'd been a slave, darling. But to hate one man so much after all this time?
Zach, he murdered my father.
You never told me that.
I couldn't. It was so horrible. I couldn't bear to think about it. As soon as I saw him, it all came back. My father was a wonderful, gentle man. He was educated, a butler in the main house. He knew no man had the right to own another. He wanted us to go north, to be free.
You ran away?
We didn't get far. Herbert's men ran us down in 2 days and dragged us back. He made an example of my father. He tied him to a post and lashed him, beat him. That poor man, he never cried out. He just stared across at me and my mama. And stared and stared and died. His heart just gave up. Then that man sold my mama to another plantation, and I never saw her again. Robert Herbert destroyed my family 20 years ago, and I swore that I would kill him if I ever had the chance. And all these years, he just walks back into my life.
Diane, listen to me. I'm gonna make sure he leaves right now. But please, you stay here. All right? You promise me? We gotta do something.
Let's talk over to the office. Marie?
Diane and I will be fine here. I'm sorry, Diane.
The only thing I know about the South before the war is what I've read. Was it that bad?
It was the happiest time of my life. But then I'm white.
The idea of slavery? It's contemptible.
It's funny, Clive. It was the British who started it, wasn't it?
It was also us who ended it. 20 years before your Civil War.
How is she, Zach?
She's all torn apart inside. I don't know what to do. Is Herbert still here?
Uh-huh. And his sidekick is still keeping guard.
Diane's gone.
What do you mean, gone?
We were in the sitting room and she asked me for tea. When I came back, she was gone.
Do you think she's calm enough to see Hubbard?
I don't know. For Diane, it's like an open wound. Just as painful as before.
Yeah, well, I don't care how private his business is. He either tells us what it is, or we run him out of town.
For once, I'm on your side. If she comes back, you keep her there.
You killed my father.
No, I didn't, girl. Your daddy killed himself.
How dare you lay there and tell me lies?
I loved your daddy. He practically raised me. But when he ran away, he broke all the rules. He had to be punished.
Punished to death?
Do you know, I cried when I heard that. The overseer was a new man. He was too zealous with the lash. I never wished that extreme on any of my people.
Your people? Your slaves?
My people, my children. I raised them. I kept them from harm and misery. My estate was a model for other owners. Why, my kindness and generosity was legend.
Your generosity in buying and selling human beings like my mother?
I was conducting business in the usual manner. I was no different than any other farmer in the South.
No. No, you weren't.
Besides, I'm the one who suffered the most. You lost family. I lost everything.
No, Mr. Herbert. You didn't lose everything.
Zach, you seen Diane?
Colonel Hubbard don't like to be disturbed.
Diane! Diane, are you there? Diane!
That's far enough.
This is my hotel. Diane!
Zach!
Diane, are you all right?
I'm all right, Zach. I'll be finished in a minute.
Diane, don't be foolish.
What do you want?
I want to buy your land.
I don't own any land.
Yes, you do. You just don't know, that's all. The scheming Northerners, when they seized my land, they divided it amongst my colored families. You don't understand. The carpetbaggers, they just put the ex-slaves' names on the deeds, and then when they can't meet the taxes, they seize it back.
What has this to do with me?
I managed to buy back over half my land, but your allotment is the finest bottom land on the estate. I must have it.
She says she's all right.
Diane, let us in.
I could pay as much as $2,000.
And you think that paying me money is going to erase those years, those murders?
Please, I'll pay whatever you say.
Oh, Zach! Oh, listening to that man. The only important thing in my life now is you. Us.
Diane, please sell me your land.
No, Mr. Herbert. I'd never do that.
That was a fine meal, Marie. But that pie was sensational.
La pièce de résistance to the chef.
Thank you. I'll get some more coffee.
You agreed not to show up tonight.
Only if you won the toss, and we didn't stick around long enough to
I
find
won
out.
the game.
Says who?
Did you ever hear of a gentleman's agreement?
You ever hear of fair play? We didn't finish the game, all right?
Hey, why don't you show some manners, okay?
Anyone would think you boys were still hungry.
Not hungry, Marie, just appreciative of your fine cuisine.
Good. Then I'll give this one to Zach and Diane. Will you take it?
Why, sure, Marie. You know, for 2 cents.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, yeah?